Hi everybody, this is Greg Monroe in Lyons, Michigan on the Grand River. I'm going to try catching some smallies. The Grand River is a very fast, shallow river. And if you can see behind me these rocks and a bunch of current, I'm going to be casting. I'm going to see if I can point it out here in the video real quick. I'm going to be casting behind these rocks because the current's very fast, but behind a rock it'll stop the current. It'll be very slow. So I'm going to cast behind these rocks. What I will be using is what's going to mimic a bait fish. So it's going to look like my fish just went down the rapids and lost control. And that's when a fish will be sitting behind the rock waiting for that exact thing to happen. So I came down to the wrong side here. I'm going to go all the way up, walk the bridge, get to the other side, get to those rapids and those rocks. So, see you in a second. Okay, so it may not look like much. Looks awfully shallow, but behind each one of those rocks, it's almost guaranteed that there's going to be a big fish. So, we're going to get down there, check it out, see if we can't get a fish. Looks pretty good over there too. I think I want to go right over there. Well, I caught a bunch. Only one keeper though. Show you guys how to flay it. So the way I do bass, the way I flay them is a little bit different than a bluegill because they have a much bigger backbone. So their backbone comes back a lot further than a bluegill. I'll do the same cut as I would the bluegill right underneath of the fin, but it's going to be different. Check it out. So I'll make my cut just like I would the bluegill, all the way down. Then I make a pretty deep cut to begin with. Then I'll go then the bluegill backbone ends at this fin, but the bass goes a little bit further back. So about the end of the fin, it's the end of the backbone. That's when you'd want to go all the way through with your knife, put pressure on your blade, go all the way back till about the end of the tail. Then go back to your groove. Do it just like you would a bluegill, along that rib cage there. The rib cage comes all the way out to the skin, so you're not going to be able to cut around the rib cage. You're going to just have to pull the meat around the rib cage. And then keep cutting down, just like you would a bluegill. You don't want that, that's part of the stomach. Cut that off. And just like a bluegill, you want to put pressure on your blade. Make sure you get all the way down to the skin. And there, it's a good fillet. It's enough to feed one person. I'm going to do the other side. Do the same thing. It's just, with this fillet, you want it to be facing, its head to be facing you. Same thing with this way. it's just going to be opposite. His head's going to be facing away from you. I'm going to do the same thing to come to about the end of the fin. Go all the way through. Come back up to your initial cut until you get to that rib cage. Rib cage on a bass is a lot further down too. So when I get to that rib cage, you just want to pull it out. Now I'm around that rib cage, I can cut again. Just like bluegill. Put a lot of pressure on your blade so you can get skin tight. And bam. You don't have to take the mud vein out. The mud vein is left on the fillet, or on the skin itself. Why I go to the end like that, some people go all the way off, but then they got nothing holding the skin, so you gotta physically mess with it, and it's just a lot harder if you go all the way down and you cut the skin off, and then you do it, because then it slides, it'll slide out of your hand, and then yeah. And you always want to make sure you properly dispose of your fish. So, you want to get a bag, separate bag for your fillets, separate bag for your guts, and I'm going to show you how to cook this. Thanks. So I think preparation with fish is everything. Some people don't like it because people in the past have cooked them bad fish. That's why you can get this at any convenience store, like Walmart, Meijer, anywhere. Drake's Mix. You can mix it with either milk or water. I think water is better. For that bass, I don't need much Drake's Mix, so put about that much in the bottom of the bowl. And add water. Want it to be pretty thin coated actually, so I added a lot of water to that. Here we go. See how that water compared to a mixture? Then you just want to mix that up real good. And it's still thick, so we'd want to add more water. Just a little bit. Okay. I like to add pepper and garlic in with it too. Okay, there's my mixture. Got a lot of pepper, a lot of garlic, Drake's Mix. It's gonna be good. So, here is what I'm doing. I'm going to deep fry it in pure vegetable oil. These are too big of fillets right now, so I'm just gonna chunk them up. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do something with this camera. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to find a place to put this. Okay, I'm gonna chunk it up, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like chunked up. So there's my fish all chunked up. Want it in about chunks 1.5 inches. So the perfect way to cook your fish is It's at about 300 to 350 degrees. So I'm going to put this in here. Just wait till it gets to there. Okay, now that it's at about 325, I got the temperature right where I want it. I had to mess with the dial a little bit to get it right at 325. But it's ready. Now, gather up my fish. Get this closer. Then, just simply put it in there. You want a real thin coat. There we go. Now I know it's at 325. It's not going to burn or stick to the pan. And looks like I'm going to be able to add all of it. Okay, then you give that about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you check it. Okay, it's starting to float, so now I'll just wait until it gets crispy brown before I take it out with my tongs. It's looking pretty good and crispy brown. Check it out. Let's go for that big piece right there. Ooh, yeah, it's done. I'm gonna grab it all. You always want to make sure you have paper towel in your bowl too, so that it catches all the grease, so you're not eating a bunch of grease with your fish. There we go. Fresh bass. Looks yummy. I'm gonna wait for it to cool down a little bit, and we'll give it a try. Oh, I'm gonna try it. That is delicious. Fresh caught and cooked bass. Thanks for watching. Greatly appreciate it. To see more, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.